Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
And what a polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Dimes. He's got 6. Good on the triple. Dimes got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Hill, no good.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's Dimes. 9 points in the game so far. From the baseline. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He's got 11.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Turner, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And that is good.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming up the court are your teammates.
And here's a look at the stats for Hill. He had a strong showing last week. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover.
And Indiana making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Pacers trail by 7. Hill has the open look.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
The tray. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. And it's 8 points for Hill.
It's like they forgot that anybody else is on the floor. They're just going at each other right now.
I know it's a team game, but every now and then, guys detour into the one-on-one action that we've got on our hands right now.
6 on the shot clock. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Defensively,
To battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, unless you play good defense. The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Dimes. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. And another basket for Milwaukee. Pacers trail by 10. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Hill comes in for Allen. Rodney Stuckey subbed in for Ellis. Outside Hill. Hill up top. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Knocks down the step back J. George has got 5 points so far.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. No one had more success at the foul line last season than this group of players. Freak is second.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Carter Williams against Hill. It's back to Hill. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his third assist on the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Here's Hill following the basket by Freak. Indiana moving it around. And Mahinmi with the stuff.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Dimes following the score by Indiana. The three-pointer, no good. Hill kicks to George. Stuckey left side. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Jumps up. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Now here is Hill following the miss by Freak. Hill, no good. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That shot's good from Dimes.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Allen comes in for Jordan Hill. George is checked in for C.J. Miles. And it's Ellison for George Hill. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Chris Middleton is out there with Dimes. And it's Monroe in at the 5 spot.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Dimes. 26 points for him.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
A nice shot.
Find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Here's Dimes. And he drops it in from the low post. Dimes got 28 points for the game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nets got down to business. He dropped in 26 points and played havoc on both ends of the floor. Safe to say he is out of his funk after a game like this. He'll try to keep up this pace now, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
And Allen with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen.
And here we get a chance to check out the story on Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 13 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Impossible to guard right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
Pacers trail 11.
Though, and they love to get out in transition, so those quick hitting baskets really gave their offense, I thought, a boost.
Now here is George. 15 points in the game.
Bucks call timeout. All right, fans, that was your Pacers. Let's let them know how great they were. Make some noise.
Bucks leading by 9. Here's Dimes. He's got 36. It's good from long range. Dimes got 39.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Ellis with the screen for George. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? He's got 17 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Stuckey left side. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been 3-pointers.
And clearly, it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close out faster.
Allen, that's good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Here's Dodd.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Turner, and it's Hill in for Rodney Stuckey. And here is Hill, following the 3-pointer by Freak. Outside, George. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Ellis wide open, and a miss there on the triple. And that concludes the first half. Bucks lead by 14. And now let's get...
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
And here in the second, Greg, he's got to just keep taking them and making them. And if that's the case, no reason for him to stop.
Paul George is out there with Allen. Then there's Hill. Then it's Ellis. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Here's Dimes. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Hill with some nice D.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
Yeah, and a little self-talk, angry self-talk for himself after that miss.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Allen drops them both. Milwaukee leading by 10. Here's Dimes. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Feeds it to Ellis. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists in the game.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And the basket by Hill.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Dimes, and he jams it with authority.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. The Pacers making the shot. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Ellis with the ball. And it's George missing. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Trailblazers.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
Well, I don't think they're really built to play those kind of grinded-out, low-scoring games. It just doesn't seem to be in their DNA to me.
And you talk about huge single-game. some scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around. But Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was.
Non-stop scoring machine here. And Hill over to help. 5 on the clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Freak, number 1.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
And so here is Indiana. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Rodney Stuckey on the wing. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Stauskas.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Stuckey, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Stuckey's got his second bucket.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up, or maybe even taking the lead.
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
The shot's good from Dimes.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Miles, that's for 2. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 6 assists now in the game.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. Fifth in fewest turnovers per game. 5th in second chance points. And they were in the top 10 in assists. A lot of good passers on this team, and guys that are willing to make. The extra pass as well.
Yeah, but in the stat. I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
Pacers trail by 5. Stuckey kicks to Miles. On the wing, Hill. Stuckey outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Stuckey's got 4 this quarter.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys? Off the dribble like that.
Here's Dimes. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Now the Pacers with it. They're on an 18-7 run. Got a piece of it. Fast break, Milwaukee pulls up on the wing. Bounces high. Off the rim and drops. Dimes got 9 points here in the second half.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win. with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love
The Pacers also changing it up. Allen comes in for Hill, and Paul George is subbed in for Monte Ellis. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Monroe is out there with Jabari Parker, and it's Dimes in at the 1 spot. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. The Pacers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Chance there to take the lead, missing. Kicks to Miles to take the lead. It's back to Hill from deep. George, good. The assist goes to Hill. And now it's 27 points for Paul George.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
A shot's good from Dimes. Hill with it. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The 11-footer buries the jump shot. Hill's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pacers.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And the first one at the line is good. And Miles drops them both.
Take a look here at what Miles has been doing. He has 8 points and the 1 steal. He's played a huge role in this game.
Even though he probably wasn't a big part of the game plan coming in, you can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Here's Dimes, and the Bucks miss again.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
And good on the basket. Book it.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And George with this stuff.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Pass to Monroe. Here's Dimes. He's guarded by Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dimes. They can't stop the run with that one.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And it's the Bucks on the break. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on George.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
Well, Greg, you know, there's no question
How you got him, right?
about that. You played on a tough physical Knicks team during your NBA career, and that would fall right in line with a smart, strong foul right there.
I agree. Very good point.
Monte Ellis, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. Ellis outside. That one rolling around and rims out.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Hill passes to Ellis. Outside, George. And Monte Ellis the bucket on the assist by George. 13 points for Ellis.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The shot's good from Dimes.
This is one well of a performance, folks, but it won't mean a thing if they aren't able to finish it off and get the win.
And George kicks to Hill. Second shot opportunity. The shot will not go. Good work defensively by Monroe. Here's Dimes. Off target with his 3. Pacers leading by 4. George dishes to Hill. Again missing Hill.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Move the ball.
Here's Dimes. Off target from 3-point range.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And George, here we go. Shot clock at 5. Allen passes to Ellis. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 4. Screen by Monroe. Here's Dimes. Got it. Good job in the low post.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Ellis with the screen for George. George double teamed. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's 15 points for Ellis.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Turner's checked in for Ian Mahinmi. Here's Middleton. Here's Dimes.
Oh, goodness.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that you know, just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. For 3, Hill, and that one's good. And it's a 7-point Indiana lead.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Fires for 3. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Allen. Ellis against Antetokounmpo. The 3 from Hill. Again missing Hill.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Dimes takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
George double teamed, and it's Turner off the drive. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Cannot afford any empty possessions. They've got to recycle everything, partner.
Watch him. He's coming out over there.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Hill kicks to Ellis. Looking for Allen and gets it there. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Allen's got the lead up to 9 now for Indiana.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Who got here? Hey, right here.
Antetokounmpo against George. George double teamed. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Hill. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Dimes. It's good.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
And so they foul intentionally.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
20. Start it.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Guys, Paul George stand.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. And how'd you feel about his performance, Shaq?
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal,